So my name is John Gordon. I'm going to give you guys the webinar today. Answer any questions you guys have. I'm going to try to get through all the questions as well as we go. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions in the chat at any time, and I'm going to read through those as well while giving the presentation. So hopefully we can make this a bit more personal. We only have about 10 people in the webinar right now. So yeah, we can, go through questions you guys have as well at any time. Mainly we wanted to do this webinar, for you guys who just signed up with our AppSumo deal, to introduce you to the system. And basically with this webinar, just give a general overview of the software, how it looks, and each of the different functions, and yeah, basics of how to get set up as well. So just like a complete overview and, introduction to the system. And starting next week, we're going to actually have some more webinars as well to actually go into more advanced, setup and advanced, techniques as well. So ticketing and diving into automation, SLAs, more things like that we will go over in the next webinars. But today, like I said, just want to focus, just kind of like a short and sweet webinar, get to the point of how, LiveAgent looks and feels. So let's go ahead and jump in then. So I just want to walk you guys through, first of all, each of the different sections of LiveAgent and what we can do here. So as you guys can see right off the bat here, this is when you first sign up. We have a getting started screen here. I'm sure you guys have already seen this. Basically, as soon as you sign up, you can go through this, and actually it's going to take you through each of the different steps to get the account set up. So I recommend actually going through this as well. You can upload your logo right from here. We have learned the basics, so there's actually tutorials built in here. You can go through these as well. There's some videos, add emails, connect the users here. So this is a great screen. I recommend go through each of the different steps, depending on what you want to do. And yeah, you can get started just like that. So let's go ahead and go through each of the different screens now. So you're going to see here on the left, this is the main navigation here. So we got the getting started. We can click below here, and we've got the actual dashboard right below here. Now, this might look a little bit different from what you've seen on your account. This is actually because I'm using our brand new theme. I wanted to show it off. I think it looks a lot better, more colorful, and easier to see. So if you're not seeing this theme here, you can actually set it yourself. You'll see in the settings, like when you click on your profile, you'll be able to, if I can click this here, when you edit your profile, in the settings, you can actually choose this theme. It's called Material here. So you can actually choose this material theme right here. It's the brand new theme. It's still in beta, but yeah, you can just select this, and you're gonna get this new theme here. Hit save, and you're gonna get our brand new theme. I think it looks awesome. So I would recommend going for this new theme here. Now, back to what I was saying. So let's go through each of the screens really quickly. So we got a dashboard, we got a ticket screen, we got the chat screen. So let's start off with our dashboard here. So this is the main dashboard you'll see. After you get done through the getting started, you're gonna have our dashboard here. And this is actually a really useful screen for a lot of different reasons. So first of all, you can see on the left side here, once you have everything set up and running, you'll be able to see right away on the top left here how many tickets you have open in each of your departments. So right away, you'll be able to see we have one new ticket open, one new ticket, one is open in this technical, one is new in our general. So right when you log in, it's really easy to see, how many tickets are open, what you need to do, and also how many chats are open. We have 0, but if you had chats going on, you can see all of that right here as well. So as soon as you log in, you can see, what needs to be done here. Now, you can also see on the right side, all of your online agents. So if you have a bigger team, right now I only have one logged in because it's just me on my demo, but you'll be able to see everyone who's logged into your system right here as well. So online agents, if you have a bigger team, you can see all of that right here. You're going to get a list of all your agents online, and you'll be able to see if they're online for chats and calls as well. So as you guys know, LiveAgent is designed to handle all of your support in one place. So emails, chats, and calls, even social media, you can manage it all from right here. So you're gonna be able to see who's online, who's available for chats, who's available for calls right when you log in here. So that's like the main use of the dashboard. Other than that, down below, these are just stats for your agents. So you can see who's done the most work for the day, for example. So we got a leaderboard here. So leaderboard, which agent has done the most work. You can see all of that right here. So answers, who's done the most work time for the day. You'll be able to manage that right from here. So that's the main purpose of this dashboard here. Now let's go ahead and go to the next screen. So we got the dashboard, and now we've got the bread and butter, the ticket section. So when you click tickets here, you're gonna see every single ticket coming into the system. Now, this is gonna include emails. This is gonna include tickets submitted from contact forms you can build with us. This is even gonna include chats after they're finished. They'll be saved as tickets as well. So chats, they're gonna feed into here as well after they're done. Even phone calls, after you have a phone call, it's gonna be saved as a ticket as well. So everything is gonna come in to our universal inbox here. Now, you're probably wondering, how do we get this set up? Let's take it a step back, and actually let me show you how we can get the email set up. It's really, really simple. You're gonna see in the settings here, you're gonna click settings, and you're gonna go just to email and mail accounts. And from here, we can add as many email accounts as we want. You know, this is like the first step when you're signing up the account. We recommend you connect your email. That way, you know, you can start getting emails in as tickets, replying to your customers from here, you know, and staying organized with your business emails right from LiveAgent. We couldn't recommend doing that more. So you add an email account here, and, you know, just choose what you want. Let's go with Gmail. Basically, you're gonna connect it right here, hit save, and that's it. You're gonna choose what department it goes to, hit save, and now it's connected, and any email sent to that address will come in as a ticket in your system here. So you can connect as many as you want. There's no limit here. You can connect all of your emails, business emails, and they're all gonna come in as tickets here. Now, after you've got the emails set up, the next step we would recommend is actually setting up departments. So you're gonna see here, there are departments here. Now, what this means is basically you can organize your tickets, you can organize your chats, you can organize your agents into different departments. So different categories for your tickets. This can be anything from just like a sales department, technical department, you know, a general department, or you can use it to support different brands. If you have different brands or different websites, you know, you can do like brand A, you know, brand B, website 1, website 2. So however you want to organize your account, it's up to you. But the best way is with our departments here. You can, you know, create as many as you want, and you're going to use these to organize your tickets. You know, this is good for organizing tickets, and you can even separate your agents by department as well. So if we create brand A here, we have brand A department. So as you can see, it's brand A, and now you're going to see agents. So you can actually add the agents to this department. So if you want to add all of them, you can add all or remove all, or if you just want, like, if we just want David in brand A, you can do that. So now that the agent is in this department, he can see those tickets, and he can reply to those tickets, and he can get those chats. So you can restrict the agents to these departments so they can only see that section of your LiveAgent account. So you can add the agents there. And then you can also add them for answering tickets, for answering chats, for answering calls. It's completely up to you. Then also for the department, you can choose which email you want to use for that department. So we can choose the email, and you can also set the email templates. So when you're replying to the customer, for example, in this department, it's going to use this email template. So you can customize this how you want it to look, to match your brand or to match this department. It's completely up to you. You know, you can customize it right here. So let's go ahead and close this out. So, okay, so we've got our emails connected. We've got the department set up. So let's go back to our tickets here. So now, we're ready to go. We got some tickets coming into that email, for example. And let's open up a ticket as an example, and I'll show you. So at the top of our list here, this is all of our tickets. So this is like our universal inbox, like I was saying. So at the top of our list, we have a new ticket. Let's just open this up and let's go over the ticket here. This is a good example. So here's the example of how the ticket looks. It's pretty straightforward. You're gonna see, the email, who it was sent from, the customer name, who we sent it to. Here's the email, okay? Pretty straightforward. So you're gonna see, this is the customer name, John Gordon Hilly, which is me. Now, LiveAgent has a built-in CRM, so anytime someone actually, contacts you, it's going to save them as a contact in the system with that email. So you can see here on the right, requested by the customer name, John Gordon Hilly. So it's actually going to save him as a contact here. And you can even click on his name and see the contact card. So you're going to see edit contact. So this is actually his contact card. If you want to add more information, you can just do it right here. Phone number, if you want to add, a language for him, whatever you want, you can add any field here. There's, custom fields, country, whatever you want to add, you could add them to the contact and hit save. So just like that, you're going to see, it saves them as a contact in the system, and it's going to do that for every single person who contacts you. Okay, so now let's just go over a few things here, what we can do in the ticket. So we can reply to the ticket here just by clicking reply. It's going to open up our email template for the department, and let's make this a little bigger actually. So here's our template. Here's our response. Now we can choose what email we're sending it from here. So let's just go ahead and choose this email. I want to send from the different one. And I could type up my reply to the customer here. Or we can even send a predefined response to the customer. So you can actually create answer templates for your agents to use. And they can use them when replying here. You'll see response template. So they can choose from this list of responses here, and they can click on this. And it's actually going to load up the template for the agent to use. So you can see this is like in a different language. So if I want to use this answer, I can just choose it and hit send. And just like that, this whole answer is sent. I don't even have to type it up. So you can create those response templates in your settings, and your agents can use those in tickets and also in the chats as well. Okay, so now the ticket is responded to, and you're going to see the status has changed to answered. So now the ticket is answered, and we are waiting for a response from the customer. Now, what if, for example, we wanted to actually, follow up with this customer in a week? Maybe like we want to respond to him again in a few days, something like that. You can actually set a reminder for yourself in the system here as well. There's an option here. If we click more, you're going to see postpone right here. And what this is going to do is we can actually postpone the ticket till a later day. So we can actually remind ourselves to respond to him. So let's say we want to follow up with this client. He's like a good, maybe like a good lead, something like that. So we can choose on our calendar here when we want to follow up with him. So let's go ahead and follow up with him Monday. We can just click here Monday the 12th. And yeah, let's do like 8 a.m. So let's just put 8 here, 8:15. Okay. And we can write ourselves a note like follow up with the client. Now I can hit postpone, and it's going to close the ticket. And on Monday, it's going to reopen the ticket, and it's going to go back into my ticket list. So we're going to know to actually follow up with the customer. So you can see now the ticket, this is the same ticket right here. You can see it's actually postponed for 4 days remaining. So on this date and time, it's going to reopen up. It's going to go back in your ticket list, and you're going to know to respond to the customer. So if I open this back up, just like that, you're going to see, the note that I wrote here. This is only visible to, the agents. So this note, follow up with the client. It's postponed till Monday, so you're going to know to follow up with him on that date and time. So if you want to set reminders, you can do it just like that in the system. Now, even take it one step further. Let's say, let's say it's on Monday and we're ready to follow up with him. So we have a few options what we can do here. Let's say maybe he contacted us in our sales and maybe he wants to, you know, cancel his account or something like that. We can actually, let's say he contacted the wrong email. So we want to transfer it to our cancel department. We can actually do that here as well. We have a transfer button where you can transfer the ticket to a different department in the system. So now you'll see we're transferring it. So right now he's in the general department. Maybe you want to transfer it to a specific agent to handle this request. So let's transfer it to our returns department. Like I said, he wants to cancel the account. So let's transfer it there, and we can even choose an agent. So let's say Stan, he's my you know, return specialist. Okay, let's transfer it to him. And we can even write him a note why we're transferring it, like, hey, can you refund this guy, please, sir? And yeah, we could transfer it just like that. So now we could transfer it. So you're gonna see now the ticket is open. It's been transferred to my man Stan. And now it's actually in our returns department. So just like that, you could transfer it to a different department, different agent to handle the case. So now you can see at the top, it's actually in our returns department now, and it's assigned to Stan. So you're gonna see all of that at the top of the ticket here. Now, we also have options for tagging the ticket as well. So you're gonna see here at the top, there's a little plus button. You can add tags to the ticket. So you can even further you know, organize your tickets using our tags. So if you know what this is about, you can add a tag here. So you can see we have our tags. You're gonna create these in the settings. Yeah, you can add the tags here. So maybe if this is like an urgent ticket, you can add an urgent tag here. And with our tags, you can also have automation attached to the tags. So for example, if I add the urgent tag, it's gonna actually change the SLA level of the ticket. So yeah, we can do it just like that. So you can see I added the tag. You're gonna see here, JohnGordon added tag urgent. So you're gonna see a record of that here. And then you can see the system changed the SLA level by our rule here. So actually adding the tag changed the SLA of the ticket to a faster SLA level. So you can set that up in the settings. You know, tags can actually automate processes for you. Okay, so one other thing about the ticket before we move on to the chat section, on the right, you'll also be able to see the ticket history of the client as well. This is the last thing I wanted to touch on here. You can see the client here, and then down below, you also see his ticket history here. He only has one ticket with us, but you'll be able to see the complete history here. So while you're working in the ticket, you know, you can look on the right and you can see 23 hours ago, oh, okay, he contacted us 23 hours ago. Let's click on this and see what he actually said. You can actually open it up here and see, you know, the contact with the customer in the previous ticket. So it's a very useful feature when you're working in the ticket to, you know, see all their previous contact right here. You can just click on it and switch to that previous ticket. Now you can see in LiveAgent, you can have as many tickets open as you want. So you're gonna see at the top here, I have my two different tickets. They open up in like ticket tabs here. So you can work in multiple tickets at once and just click up here, switch between your tickets just like that. So let's go ahead and close this out. And this ticket, let's say we refunded him, case is closed. Okay, here's our button to resolve it. Just like that, we're gonna close out the ticket and ticket is resolved. Now, let's go ahead and move on to our chat section here. So down below the tickets, we have the chat. So once you click on the chat button here, you're gonna get your chat overview screen where you can see all of your chats active, all of your chats waiting in queue, how many agents you have available for chat, and also you'll see online visitors on your site. So this is really cool. When you add a chat button to your website, you're also gonna see all the online visitors on your site. So anyone just like on your site, you'll be able to see them as a visitor here in this list. So you can see we have one online visitor, you know, this guy here, and he's on this page right here. And he's been there for 25 minutes. So you'll be able to see that right here. Now, let's go ahead and see, now adding the chat button to your site. Let's go over that really quick. It's pretty simple, actually. You're gonna see chat buttons here. And from the chat buttons, you can choose one of our buttons we have made, or you can create your own as well. But let's go ahead and let's say we wanna add this red one here to our site. Let's just click on this button. And we're gonna get a lot of settings here. You know, how you wanna customize the chat, what language you want the chat button to be. Let's just do English. Let's hit save here. You have a lot of customization on this. You can choose how it looks, you know, how the theme, the colors, all of that stuff you can customize here. Once you're done, you're just gonna go to integration and copy this long code here, or actually short code. You're gonna copy it, paste it on your site, and the chat button will be good to go, be ready to use, just like that. So we copy it, paste it in our site, and now we're good to go. So here's my example website. I've copied my chat button here, and now you can see we got the live chat ready to go right here. So yeah, so the customer can click on this. Let's just do an example of the chat here. So we click on this here. Customer wants to chat. And in the back end, you're gonna see chat is ringing. We can just answer it right here. You can see, you know, chat is ringing. Let's open it up. And here we go. So here's an example of how the chat looks. We can type up our message right here. Oh yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You're gonna see, this is how it looks for the agent. And here's how it looks for the actual client here. So yeah. Now, when the client is typing up their message, let's say they're typing this up, and even before they hit send, you'll be able to see actually what they're typing here in real time. So you're always gonna know what they're typing. So you can see here, client is typing. You're gonna see what they're typing in real time. So it's really nice. You're not gonna be able to, I mean, you're not gonna like, you know, be typing at the same time, sending, you know, the wrong response. You're always gonna know what they're typing right here. So once they actually hit send, it's gonna pop up on the back, just like this. Now, in the chat, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to go through all the details. You're gonna see, you know, that it's a chat. It's pretty straightforward. Now, on the back end here, we're gonna, oh, whoops, didn't mean to click that. This is where you'll be able to see where the ticket was started from. You're gonna see customer name, what URL they started the chat from right here. You can also see if they're on mobile or you know, Windows. So you see he's on Google Chrome. So you're gonna see that information here, IP address as well, how they started the chat. All that information is gonna be saved right at the start of the ticket. Now, you're also gonna see, this looks exactly like the ticket I was showing you guys earlier. So basically it's the same exact format. So on the right is customer name. You can click here, customer details. So it's exactly the same as a ticket. You're gonna see customer history. You can see here, this guy has a lot of chats with us. So, you know, he's got the list here. You can see 23 hours ago, we can click on this and see what, you know, what happened with this customer. You can see his email history, his chat history here. So you're gonna see all of that on the right, just like in the ticket. You're gonna see we also have the predefined answers. You know, we can choose from here, just like in the ticket as well. So we can send that to the client, just like that. Yeah, so it's exactly like the ticket. We wanted it to be, you know, like a streamlined service here with the ticket system. So after the chat, let's say he ends the chat here. So we're gonna click end the chat. We have a built-in feedback system here where they can, you know, leave feedback about the actual chat. They can even leave a comment here, like nice job, something like that. Hit submit. And you'll be able to see that in the back end here. So if we go back to our chat, you know, he closed the chat, he left a smiley face, good feedback, nice job. You'll be able to monitor all of that in the back end here. Now, After the chat is over, you're gonna see it saves it as a resolved ticket. You can see it's in resolved status down here. Now, after it's over, it's saved as a resolved ticket. We can even follow up with the customer by email. So let's say maybe you didn't solve his issue on chat and you want to follow up with him with more details here. We can do that right from the bottom here. We can hit this email button. And just like that, it's going to load up our email template. And it even loaded up our chat transcript. There's an option for that as well. So let's say you want to follow up with him like on the chat, like, thanks for the chat earlier. We are still working on your case. We can hit send. And now just like that, we are following up, you know, on the chat right here in the same ticket. So you're gonna see, here's the chat ticket, and it goes straight into email conversation here. So you can go right from chat straight into email, just like that. Now, guys, do you have any questions about the chat or some specific feature about the chat while I'm still on this before we move on to the call center? Okay, so it looks like everyone is good on the chat. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the call center section. So we can close out this chat here. Okay, so let's go ahead and, so we got the chat section. Yeah, we already know about that. So the call center. Now down below the chat, we have the call center section here, and you're gonna have a call dashboard here, where you'll be able to see all active calls, ringing calls, calls waiting in queue. You're gonna see all of that here. You're also gonna be able to see call history as well. So every single call coming in and out of the system, if it's answered or missed, you're gonna be able to monitor all of that here. It's really useful for organizing your business calls and seeing actually what's going on in the system here. So actually how to get this set up, let's go over that. So LiveAgent allows you to connect a phone number to our account here. You're gonna need a voice over IP provider. Once you get the number from them, you can connect it directly to our system here. And yeah, all calls to that number are gonna be routed into the system. It's a digital call center. It can route to your agents. We have different distribution settings. They can answer the calls here, and you'll be able to monitor the calls. You'll be able to see call recordings. You're gonna get stats on the calls, you know, call availability. You're gonna see missed calls. You're gonna see call statistics. So it's really good for your business if you wanna monitor your calls, see what's going on in the system here. Now, actually adding the call to your system, it's pretty simple. Once you have the number, you'll just go in your settings here, and you'll go to call, and you're gonna go add a number, and you're gonna choose your provider here. We have a list of recommended providers, or you can, you know, you choose your own provider. It doesn't matter. You can connect any voice provider that you want. Does the call center support Google Voice as the VoIP provider? I believe so, yeah. As long as you have a number with the VoIP provider, you can connect it here, so it doesn't matter. So Google Voice shouldn't be a problem. You're just gonna hit connect. You're gonna type in the credentials here, and you'll be able to connect it right from here. Once you add, you know, the username, password, all that, it's gonna be connected. You'll see your numbers are connected here. So we have two numbers connected. And now we can use these numbers. We can use it to call, and anytime someone calls, we can also answer it from LiveAgent. Now, how we can answer it here, you're gonna see in the top right corner, there's a little phone icon. When we click on this, you'll be able to set yourself available or not available for the call. So if I check this box, now I can receive calls. If I have this turned off, I'm not gonna get calls. So let's say I wanna turn on the calls, okay, and now I can hit save. And we can also choose how we want to answer the call as well. We have browser here, or we can choose our phone. If you have like office phones connected, you can connect software phone, hardware phone, and even we have an app on the iPhone or Android. So you can actually call from your phone, and it's going to use the LiveAgent functionality. So it's up to you. Now we got browser. Let's hit save. So now I'm just calling through my computer. And now I'm able to answer calls as well. So calls can ring and I can answer them. So yeah, so now I'm available for calls. So let's say I want to make a call. We can just do that here. We're going to hit new. And we can choose, when you're doing new, we want a new ticket. Do we want a new internal ticket? But we want to do a new call. So let's do new call. And we can choose our number here. And let's just choose my cell phone. And we can hit call. And just like that, we've created a new call. And it's going to actually ring to my phone here in the office. Well, my phone is not on actually, but yeah, that's basically how it works. So you'll see here, we're going to call to the number here, and it's going to create a ticket out of it. Now, actually, if you call someone and they answered, you can also have the option to record the call as well. We do have that option available. So you're going to see, I go to call history, we can see all the active calls that were in the system. So let's see if we have a good one I can show you guys. Let's click on this one here. So here's an example of a call. You know, you can see the agent who called, what number it was called to, who picked it up, and the voicemail right here. So this one was 3 seconds, so you can just play it back right here, or you can even download it right from the ticket. Now, another cool thing about the call is, let's say you're working on it. Let's go back to our emails. Let's say you're working on a ticket with a client, for example. Let's go to that one we were working on earlier. Let's see, was it this one? Yeah, I believe it was this one. So yeah, let's say this is we had to chat with the client, then we sent them an email as well. Now let's say we're waiting for his response on the email, but we don't want to wait anymore. We can actually just call him right here as well. So you can see a little call button. We can just call the client right here in the ticket. We can choose his number, or we can type it in, and we can hit call. And now we're actually going to call with him in this same ticket right here. It's probably not going to ring, so I'm just going to go ahead and hang this up. But yeah, so you can see it's truly all-in-one support. You can go from ticket, you can go to chat, and you can go to call, and it's all in the same thread here. So you're never going to miss out what's actually going on in the ticket. You can do everything right from here. Now let's go ahead and close this out. So guys, that pretty much covers it for the overview of the 3 essential features of LiveAgent. Other than that, you know, we have the other screens such as reporting. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this. We can cover it in another webinar. Basically, you'll be able to see, you know, there's tons of reporting metrics here. Agent reports, department reports. You can go through all of this and get any stats you want in the system. Personal work reports, all of that's going to be kept here. And all of it is exportable to CSV as well. So I don't want to bore you too much with the reports here, but just know that it's there. And then the last screen that I never covered is the Knowledgebase customer portal section. With your account, you get a Knowledgebase built in. So you can create articles, FAQs, forums, whatever you want. You can create it right here in your Knowledgebase. You'll just see create. You know, you want to type up an article, you got it right here. You got the editor built in. So feel free to type your article, hit save, and it's going to give you a live link right to the article from here. Let's go ahead and close this out. Yeah, we want to discard that. So we got the article built in, and you can even customize it further in your settings, how you want it to look, customize design. You're going to see we have some themes you can choose, colors, you can get a preview. So yeah, you can go crazy, build your knowledge base right here. Let's go ahead and close this out. Now, here is what it will look like here. This is an example. This is like our demo knowledge base. You'll see, you know, they can search. You can add a chat button here as well. And at the top, there's even a section where the client can log in, submit a ticket, and view their ticket history. So we have that built in here as well. And you can customize the submit tickets, how you want it to look, add some fields. So yeah, they can go here and, you know, submit a ticket right from here in the customer portal and view their ticket history with you as well from here. So let's go ahead and go back. Let's close that out. Also from here is where you can manage the contacts and companies in the system. You can group the contacts together by companies right from here. Now, beyond the customer portal, the last section is the configuration, where you'll be able to add your emails, chat buttons, calls, all that stuff you can manage from here. And also you can create agents as well from here. So, you can add your whole team right from here, create the agents or remove them straight from the dashboard here. One other thing I didn't touch on is contact forms right here. You can also build contact forms in the system or buttons, add them to your site, and your clients can contact you right from here. These are really good for capturing information about your leads, about your clients. So, you can add this little button to your site. For example, let's go to this one. Let's say we want to add this button. So here's a preview of the button. You can add like this little gray one. They click on it, and it's going to open up this form, and they can submit their name, email, whatever you want. You can customize here, add it to your site, and yeah, they can submit a ticket just like that. So you can build these forms in the system. Really useful there. Besides the contact forms, one other thing I wanted to mention was we got the chat buttons, but we also have chat invitations you can create as well. You'll see invitations here. These are like triggers, on your site. You could put this like after 10 seconds on your pricing page, you can have a chat invitation pop up and ask the client if they want to chat with you right from here. So you can see like, need help? Yes, sure. It's going to call an agent to chat just like that. So you can add these to your site along with the chat buttons as well. So let's go ahead and close this out. So yeah, that pretty much covers what I wanted to go over with you guys. So for the last couple of minutes here, I wanted to see if you guys have any questions about the system. We can do a quick Q&A here if anyone has anything in particular or in something they want to see. We could cover that now. Okay, so here we go. We got 2 questions from Lasse. So about the chat, sorry for delay, no worries there. Can you automatically fire a new chat with a user and post a standard message? So for example, users on our site sees the chat button and we'll see a chat open up with an automatic message from us to say, hi, we're online here if you need anything. Yes, the way you can do that is with the chat invitations. That would be the best way to do it. With the chat invitation, like I was saying, basically you can have it trigger to say just that. It will pop up on their screen. So let's go to our invitations right here. You can have it pop up to say whatever you want. And actually you can make it look like the chat window as well. So when they click accept, or if they click yes, it's going to automatically open up the chat. So that's how you would do it with chat invitations. Now, question 2, is there a way to delete user information? Let's see here. We have an anonymization feature for our users. It would be cool to integrate LiveAgent so we also delete their user info here. Yeah, you can delete from the system. That's not a problem. In the customer portal, you can delete the contact and all their information here. So this is searchable if you want to delete a certain contact, or you can filter it out. You can sort it here. And yeah, you can delete the contact just like this. Just hit here and delete and delete. Now you can choose delete customer and his tickets or only the customer. So it's up to you. If you want to delete everything, just click hit here and now click delete, and it's going to delete everything for that client. Let's see. Does the system generate a code snippet to easily embed Knowledgebase into an iframe on a website? Knowledgebase in an iframe. I don't think that's possible to do due to the security of the system. You're not going to be able to load it in an iframe. So No, it's not. It's not possible for iframe. Yeah, no, it's not possible. Let's see. We got a few other questions here. I just joined. Will this be provided as a recorded video? Yes, I'm going to send you guys a link. This is recorded, and I can send you guys a link after this is over. How do we create a custom ticket? Yeah, that's a good question. I didn't touch on that. So if you want to create a custom ticket, you're just going to hit new here. You're always going to see this new tab. You can just hit new and hit new ticket. And so this is going to create the ticket here. You're going to choose the department, client, send it out, or you can do an internal ticket. Let's close that. You can also create an internal ticket right here. And you're going to choose all that stuff and create the internal ticket. So this is just going to create a task in the system. It's not going to send out anything. It's just going to be internal for your own agents here. And a few other things one other thing I want to mention about custom tickets. You can also add custom ticket fields in your settings. Let me just show you really quick because this is pretty important. It's going to be under system, and there are ticket fields right here. So feel free to create your own custom ticket fields, and you can add these to your own tickets. When you're creating them, you can add these ticket fields there. Let's see. We have another question. Is your service GDPR compliant? Yes, fully GDPR compliant. And Thomas, I can send you a link to that as well. You'll see on our site. Maybe I can just pull it up. GDPR. We have a lot of documentation on that about everything. But yeah, we are fully GDPR compliant, and we're actually based in Europe, so. Yeah, we have to be GDPR compliant, definitely. But yeah, I can send you the links for that, Thomas. You are very welcome. My search is not working right now for some reason, but yeah, we have a lot of documents on that. Let's see if we have anything else from you guys. Can we filter email newsletter out of my mails? I don't want to have open ticket for every newsletter mail. There's a few ways you could do that. A few different ways. Basically, the system is gonna pull in all of your emails for the email address you connect, first of all. So we recommend you only connect like your business emails where there's not like newsletters. But if there aren't newsletters, you can set up some automation to automatically like close those tickets out. So you could set up in the system, we have automation here where you could set up some rules. We can just create like a basic rule here. So let's say we want to close out the newsletters. So let's just do apply when ticket created from email. And if the email is, let's say email from equals our newsletter here, newsletter at, NewYorkTimes.com, whatever. We can just do perform action, delete, or resolve. That's basically going to close it out. So you could do it like that, or actually just remove those emails from the email list on your own server. So that would be the way. Okay, let's see. I think I've covered all the questions here. Let's see. Yep. So yeah, we have about 5 more minutes. If anyone else has a question or maybe something they wanted to see here. Okay, so looks like, yeah, no more questions for now. So, okay, great. And like I said, guys, next week we're going to be doing more webinars. more detailed webinars, getting into, more advanced stuff like setting up SLA, setting up more rules and automation, like really getting down to, making your work more efficient. So we're going to be sending you links to join those as well. So next week, we're going to start with the more advanced topics. So look out for those. Also, if you want, if you want to view the recording of this, I'm going to upload it to our LiveAgent YouTube channel after this. And I can send you guys a link as well. Just shoot me an email if you want that. Or just look out for the next webinars. So yeah. So guys, looks like no questions for now. Thank you guys again for joining me. Thank you for your time. And yeah, go ahead and close it out for now. So thanks again, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.